Welcome back to Smok'n Jay's Garage. I've got my 2013 F-150 right here, and we put new signal lights in it. I'm going to show you these. These are the mirror signal lights. Let's take a look at what they looked like originally, because I didn't do this side yet, and I will do an install on that so you'll know how to do them. So this is what actual signal lights look like from Ford. On the back side, I never actually knew this, because I never looked at it when the signal light was on, but that's just a reflector that does not actually light up. Now let's check out these new ones that we got. These are pretty awesome. They got a nice smoked look to them. LED, sequential, and check out the ones on this side as well. Super nice looking. Now it's the same company that we got our brake light from. I'm gonna go ahead and real quick, I'll show you that brake light again. I don't know if you saw that before. That is smoked also. I will leave a link to that video at the end of this video. I will also leave the link to these parts and a discount code in the description as well. Smok'n Jay, that is going to be your discount code. It's going to give you 15% off anything that they have, any of the LED lights that they have, whether they be just bulbs or whether they be actually, these are just plug and play. Pop the old ones out, put the new ones in. Now if you buy the front one, it has the, well, I guess this would maybe be the back one, right? The one that is going to be facing your mirror side. The front of the mirror, that is going to have the plug-in because there is no actual power to the original one on the back side of the mirror. So they give you a plug-in to give you power to that. So that's where that power comes from. If you want the sequential light on the back of the mirror, you have to get the front one as well or figure out how to wire it up yourself. It comes with wires, but just know where to plug them in unless you get the one on the front side, which is what it plugs into. So let's go ahead and get to the install. So the hardest part of this install by far is getting the mirror off. There's some clips back there that you can't really see, but I will show you where they are once I get this off. So your front mirror is going to have, your driver's side mirror is going to have extra wires, I believe. Actually, I'm positive. I just don't know what those are for. We're going to pop off these. Make sure you look which way they are. So on the back here, these clips right over here, you have to pop those off. The top ones are not, it's easier if you tip the mirror up and then try to get your hand in and pry those off. Again, that's the hardest part of it, but that is what you gotta do to get those off. Now I'll show you what it looks like over here. And we have to pull off these 4 screws. We're going to take our trim tool and we're just going to pop in the outside of the mirror. We're going to pop this out and then this just pops out over here. So that's the long end that stays in. That's the end that you're going to clip out. And we already took our 4 screws out. So then our mirror here will just separate very carefully. There's some clips in here. We'll just get these clips out. There we go. And we'll set this off on the side somewhere. Obviously we're going to reuse that, so make sure you set that somewhere where it does not get broken. Now we're just going to unplug this right over here. And then this, push that tab in and your light slides out the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and just clean up all the areas that you typically can't see or get to, and then I'll show you how we put in the new lights. Alright, we're going to peel the tape off of here. Now as you can see, I think I should untwist this here. This just plugs right in. I felt like it plugged in a little bit loose. There we go, you see it's lighting. Plugged in a little bit loose, so I bent that wire just a tiny bit to try to get a slightly better fit. But now I remember we got to put this in the other way. So this comes in from the front. There we go, and that pops in. And these are the other wires I was telling you about so that you can plug in, you actually have power to the back one. Go ahead and plug that in. I don't like how loose this plug is in here, so I'm going to try to bend these tabs just a little bit to give us a little bit more friction. Make sure that we don't lose power. There we go. If you come around to this side, you can see that we have power there. Now what we're going to want to do is plug these in We're gonna plug these in and make sure that we have them facing the right direction, because these can be plugged in either way. So we're gonna go with the red. Let's see which way these actually go. So this is the way it's gonna sit on the vehicle. We're gonna go with the red on top, and that is gonna be the correct way. If we went with the red on the bottom, well, I guess it doesn't matter. They go either way. All right, so we're gonna plug it in that way, and that's how that's gonna work. Let's put the rest of the mirror on. All right, now on the driver's side, there's actually 2 prongs here. On the passenger side, there's only 1. You're gonna thread your wire right through that hole, and then put that in. This should just snap right into place. You may have to get our tool here and pry it in just a little bit. There we go. And now we are going to plug this in. We've got power, and all we got to do is put this back on. When you put this on, make sure you get all of the clips in the right spot so that you don't end up with something sticking out. The first time I did it, I had a little bit of trouble getting the front side in here first. And then everything else should snap in. And then we'll put our screws back in. All right, now we just have to put our actual mirror back in. We're gonna plug this in. Now there's 2 little tabs over here that we unplugged. At least on my vehicle, I've got a green wire and a black wire. The black wire was closer to the vehicle, and the green wire was closer to me. So we'll slip those back on. And then these clips are just gonna clip right over the top of here. So we're just gonna set this in place and then push it on. And then obviously we're gonna have to clean up all of our fingerprints, and we'll make sure that the power mirror still works. This actually pops back down there. So that is how we got all of that put on. I think that it looks a lot better even without the lights on. I like that nice smoked look to it. We may end up going ahead and smoking some more of our other lights. But Smok'n J is the discount code. It's gonna give you 15% off. I will leave that, and I will leave a link in the description so that you can check those out. I will also leave an end card up over here so that you can look at the brake light if you wanna check that out as well. Give you one last look here at what these look like without the light on. And we'll show you here with the light on. So check these out if you think there's something that you might be interested. If you're watching this channel for the first time and you haven't already, and you want to,
a boom. Please subscribe.